It's after 5, the sun's on its way down. I've had a full day's work. Arms definitely not fresh, but if you're like me, you're the guy that puts in a full day's work and you still want to get out and throw some discs. I'm going to be out here, going to be testing the dynamic disc Treason. Now I've thrown it before, but I want to get some more reps in with it. This is an understable disc, understable driver that we've put out that promises easy distance for the everyday disc golfer. But there's something I want to find out. Can an understable driver like the Treason help you throw far, even when you're not throwing your hardest?
Little forehand coming at you, Bobby.
I'm gonna go backhand, roller.
That disc is like a captain or a slightly beating trespass.
Speed 10. Add 2 cart.
The Treason is a 10-speed driver with all kinds of glide and just enough fade to bring it back home. On paper, it's meant for smooth throws and not necessarily big arms. But let's see what it really does for different players.
So while this disc is kind of geared more for beginners and players with slower arm speeds, players like me can absolutely utilize this for more of a utility disc in the woods or long range turnovers or roller shots. So let's do a hyzer flip first. I'm gonna throw this around 75% power. We're going slightly uphill and there's really no wind to speak of.
Wow!
So, instant turn out of the hand. If I had a little bit more height on that, I think it would have been better. Let's try a little bit more height. There we go.
Wow.
So giving it the proper height, it does have time to turn, but it has that predictable fade there at the end, around 75% power. Let's see how it does on a roller line. Really good understable roller, meaning I can throw it out there on slight angle, get it to hit pretty up and down, and know that it's going to finish to the right.
For the pros, the Treason is going to be more of a tool, more of a disc you grab when you have a roller shot, or when you know you can get a lot of height out of the disc and it'll have that flex, but it'll have that nice smooth fade for you. Now, for the everyday thrower, the average disc golfer, this is where the Treason really starts to shine.
All right, so this is an understable fairway. It is 10, 5, -3, 1. Let's go. Nice and flat. Whee! Wow, love that. That was nice and flat. Let's see if I can put it on an Annie. Remember last time? Didn't go well. Oh, pretty! Wow, I'm putting that in my bag, I think. I think this disc will be great for people who are looking to get some distance but don't have a really big arm speed. Oh yeah, love that. Nice little dumpy at the end.
Now, Jackie had shared with me that lately she hasn't been playing a lot, and so she's been throwing about 240, 250 feet. So I wanted to really put the Treason to the test to really see if it'll help her get a little more distance.
There's a good one.
Yeah, beauty. Wow, gosh. Okay, so this is the longest one. It's probably not as far as.
What do you think for the one?
Well, no, I think this one's further than the orange. And these are pretty in line.
This one?
Yeah.
268 feet.
Wow. I didn't know I still had that in me.
268, pretty good.
Treason for you and this bug.
Well, as you can see, Jackie got some great distance out of the Treason, and that's the beauty of an understable driver. You don't have to crush it. You just got to let it glide. A few months ago during Junior Worlds, I asked our junior players to test out our prototype Treason. Easy to throw, straight flight, great glide. That's what I heard from them.
That disc is like a captain or a slightly beating trespass.
The Treason is the kind of disc that rewards a smooth release, rewards clean throws, and not just power. All right, so now it's my turn. Now I don't have as big of an arm as Eric, and I'm not as smooth of a thrower as Jackie, Don't tell her I said that. But I am curious, after throwing this for a while, I want to see, does it really give me more distance? Now, I'm more of a weekend warrior when it comes to throwing disc. I play every now and then on the weekends, so it's really exciting when I get a hold of a disc that can give me some distance. Now, I looked it up, and if about my skill level of play, I should hit anywhere from 250 to 350 feet on distance. Let's see if the Treason will help me get that. So I'm going to throw it straight out here, but as you can see, there's kind of a weird elevation here, but we're still going to we're going to measure this off using the UDisc app. So going to give me 3 throws to see how far it gets me. That was nice and smooth. That looks like it's getting me some distance. That looks good. All right, I'm going to measure, I think the yellow one probably got me the best distance. I'm going to measure it off. So we're talking about 250, 250, about 253. 252, 253, 253, one of those. Okay, so that put me right at the very bottom of the average throwing distance for just your everyday novice thrower. So I'm gonna, now that my arm's a little warmed up after a few throws, I'm gonna give it one more try, see what I can get. I'm gonna give this one a little more height like Eric did. There we go. There we go. Okay. Not this one, but the yellow one that I threw a little higher. There she is. All right. So we got about 280 on that one. All right, I'm going to take a picture of this one and put it in my UDisc app. So here's what I learned. For big arms, it's not going to be a distance driver. It's going to be more of a roller or a finesse shot. For the everyday thrower like myself or Jackie, as an understable disc, it's going to help you get some distance and help you throw far. So is the Treason right for you? Well, hopefully you learned a little bit from seeing different people throwing it from different skill levels. But if you're still curious, head on over to dynamicdiscs.com, pick yourself up one, and try it out for yourself.
Get you one of these. Get you a tree, son.